3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, viewer. Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben.
Yo.
Did that sound professional, Ben? I thought it did.
You always sound professional, Phil. I think it's all those times you've been in court.
May well be.
Yeah.
May well be. So, we are back.
We are.
As the title of the video suggests, this is another instalment of our discussions of the albums of the fabled year 2000.
Yep.
So, you've been listening to albums
I have.
from 2000. So, what have you
I
had
have.
on?
Well, I'll tell you what I've had on, Philster, because I'm going to let you guess. So the first album I had on, which I had on yesterday, and it's the first time I've listened to this album in a little while. In fact, I can't remember the last time I listened to this album. But it was released September the 18th, 2000. That's your first clue. Does that give you any
Towards the end
ideas?
of the year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think that it's not. That makes me think it's not the Oasis album because I think that came out earlier in the year.
It did indeed. It did indeed. It was the
I'm trying to
follow-up to a 1998 album.
There's so many albums come out around September. It doesn't narrow it down too much, does it?
And it was the 8th studio album by this artist.
Okay, so it was the follow-up to one from '98, and they'd made 7 albums before that. So they must have started in the 80s, mustn't they?
Well, they might well have done, Philster. Or they could be like Baby Bird and release 8 albums a year.
Now, I know you really like the Pulp album from '98.
Yes.
So it's making me think, and I'm trying to think now, did they do another one in 2000? I can't remember that they did, but unless I'm not remembering it clearly.
They did We Love Life, and that was 2001, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So it's not them.
Do you want another clue?
I'm just trying to think of major acts. It's not Blur, because they didn't do anything in 2000, did they?
The title track was the 12th US #1 hit.
Okay. But to have done that many albums, because I know you love Matchbox 20, but I don't think they had that many albums out by 2000. No. Nowhere near that many. So, and they'd had #1 hits.
Yeah, they'd had I'm just going to fiddle with my mic. This was their 12th #1 hit.
So this should be quite obvious, really, shouldn't it?
It is very obvious, Phil, so especially for somebody like you.
12 #1 hits, made about all those albums. Must have made albums in the 90s and in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they put out an album at the end of 2000, and they still had a hit single, a big hit in America. This is in America, this #1.
It is an American.
And did they have they had hits on the same level over here?
Yes.
There'd be hits over here as well. This got to be U2.
No, because they're not American, Phil.
No, okay. I was thinking about that in the American charts. It's got to be an act on that. It's got to be up there with that level.
It is. And it includes some dance pop, electro, funk and house in it.
From 2000. Okay. Of course it's 12 #1. So is this a solo artist?
It is a solo artist.
Oh, right. So I was so busy thinking bands that I wasn't thinking. Okay. So this is the most successful woman pop star of all time, basically.
It quite possibly is.
Right. Okay. So it's music by Madonna.
It is music by Madonna. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I was listening to that yesterday, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't think it's nowhere near as good as Ray of Light, but I think it comes in a trilogy of my favourite sort of albums by Madonna. Is it Ray of Light, Bedtime Stories, and then Music?
It's good on headphones.
Yeah, well, I had it on in the car, and it does. You can tell that it's the cousin of Ray of Light, because it still does have those sort of elements, that danceable, electric sort of club ready sort of feel to it. But then it's also got the sort of softer ballads that Ray of Light had as well. But
different
producer. Probably not as sort of atmospheric as the sort of William Orbit inspired Ray of Light.
No, probably not. Maybe not as much of emotional depth, although there are some songs that do have emotional depth on there, but it's a bit more towards the dance floor and experimental stuff as well.
I would say again, like I said in our last video, it's another album from 2000, which is the same as us listening to an album in 2000 as listening to it in 1974, for an album from 1974. It does not sound dated.
Yeah. Did you
it's
like?
A very good album.
Did you
music
like the second?
Sounds like it could be released now. Music makes the people come together.
Did you like Impressive Instant?
Yeah.
The second track.
Yeah. See, I really sort of enjoyed it, but it wasn't I don't think it was my favourite album of the 3 from the 2000 that I've listened to this week.
No, I can see it. Yeah, I can sort of buy it, not being up there. But I'm just trying to think now. I had to listen, by the way, to Coldplay's album because you were going on so much about Coldplay.
What a wonderful little album it is.
Yeah, I don't really know it well. But it's the album that a lot of people, even if they have joined the Coldplay hate
list,
still say, some of them, there are people, of course, who are totally on the Coldplay hate train and have nothing good to say about
the hate train,
anything. But there are some people who don't really like their stuff later, but do like the first album a lot.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful album.
Which I can see, because it's a bit more of a just sort of a guitar band in a room. It's what it sounds like, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very lo-fi, isn't it?
Compared to what they've gone on to do with the much more sort of elaborate productions and stadium sound. So it does feel a bit like a different band, really, to what they became. But it's good. I mean, obviously, there's things on there that are very familiar, like Yellow and the other really well known.
Yeah.
But if I listen to it more, I'm sure I could absorb it even more.
Yeah, I think it's a very accessible, easy listening to album.
But I didn't really listen to one of their albums until the second one. You see, I did like Yellow at the time.
Yeah.
And I did have a CD single with Yellow on it, but I never dived into the actual album. And then I then listened to them properly when they did things like, was it Clocks and
from Rush of Blood to the Head, wasn't it? 2002.
That was it. And that was the one I listened to, and that's the only album of theirs that I really know well.
Yeah.
And then they just
get onto that in March.
Oh, we could do, couldn't we? Because is that 2001, 2.
I think it's 2002.
Yeah.
We can get onto that. In fact, there's a few Coldplay albums from the 2000s which will probably make an appearance. So, but do you want to know what my second favourite album? When I say second favourite album, it's one of the other albums that I listen to, which probably isn't my favourite album of the week that I've listened to from the year 2000.
Okay.
It's a hip-hop act. You're not going to get it. I listened to SIOSOS Volume 1 by the band Spooks.
Right. I wasn't going to get that.
Welcome to the Karma Hotel. Looks like heaven but could be hell.
Oh, very vaguely.
Yeah, it was released on the 8th of February 2000.
Okay.
And the SIOSOS stands for Spooks is on some other shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about the background noise. You can hear that my mic's picking up. But yeah, it's a good album. I really like when you've got a hip hop group which has got a female MC in it, because I feel like it breaks up the. I think it breaks it up a little bit. It doesn't make it as some hip hop albums can become.
Adds a different.
A bit like the Fugees, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I purchased the album when it came. No, I think I bought the album in 2000, but I remember buying the single Karma Hotel and then it's got the other single on it, Things I've Seen. But yeah, there's a lot of sort of decent storytelling on the album. I know it kind of got mixed reviews, but it did go on sale several million copies, so it's not all bad. I thought it was quite good. I actually, in fact, I enjoyed listening to it more because it had that break up with the sort of male MCs and the female MC. I found it easier to listen to than I did the Outkast Staconia album.
I played the PJ Harvey one. Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea.
I do like that. Favourite.
I do think is that the most accessible album of hers? I think it possibly is. If you were going to, for someone who maybe doesn't like really alternative stuff, they might. Yeah. Is it a way in? I don't know, but
I don't know. I've got that album on CD, but I've got the only album I've got on vinyl of PJ Harvey is the live at the BBC one, the BBC John Peel Sessions one. So, but yeah, I can see how she can be quite sort of, difficult, I suppose is the right word, isn't it?
I think a lot of people are put off by the whole, I don't know, it's just the kind of slightly goth alternative. Slightly like she could be a witch that comes from the woods kind of thing. You know what I mean?
She lives down in Bridport, dude.
Exactly. It's that whole thing, isn't it?
It's that whole sort of Devonshire sort of, go lick a stone sort of vibe.
Isn't she from Dorset?
Dorset, that's it. Yeah. Sorry, Dorset, Devon, getting your boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I should know that because I've spent a lot of time in Bridport and West Bay. If you want to know some facts about West Bay, which is the little seaside town just to the south of Bridport, the Nick Berry TV show Harbour Lights was filmed there. The David Tennant crime drama Broadchurch was also filmed in West Bay. And the opening scenes, the opening credits, remember the rise and fall of Reginald Perrin, where he gets undressed and runs into the sea?
Yeah.
That was filmed on West Bay Beach as well.
Really? Wow.
There you go.
You had no idea, did you, Viewer, that you were going to learn these cultural facts when you tuned onto this video?
No. And I've just remembered the MC from Spooks is called Ming Jia. I remember that because I looked it up the other day. Just in case but I recommend go out and listen to it because I don't think they were massively huge in any stretch of imagination, but I just think having that female MC breaks it up. But yeah. What did you... I was going to ask you what you thought of the PJ Harvey album, but you've already answered that question.
I kind of have answered it. I think it's the most accessible one, so if you've never dipped your toe into PJ Harvey, maybe that's the place to start. But I don't know whether... I mean, I also really like the one from the 90s where she's lying in the lake. What's that one?
Yeah. Can I just say,
yeah.
Viewers, if you are thinking of dipping your toe into PJ Harvey, please ask Miss Harvey first.
I walked into that, didn't I?
Yeah. So do you want to know the third and final album I've been listening to?
Go on.
Right. I'll see if you can get this one, because I think you may have mentioned them on one of the last shows. But it's their third album, and they're an English-Irish electronic dance duo.
And I mentioned them.
I'm sure you did. Oh, excuse me. They're a kind of trip-hop, house pop sort of band. Had some big singles in sort of like the late 90s, and I think the big single on this got to number 2. So,
okay.
And it's not Goldfrapp. I'm not even sure they were a duo or just a solo artist.
It's not Goldfrapp. I honestly can't think who that would be.
Or what was the other one? Olive. Remember Olive?
Well, I don't even know what the nationalities of them were. I thought they were... Was it not Morcheeba?
No, not Morcheeba.
One of them wasn't Irish, were they? I don't even know I don't know much about them at all. I know the music, but I can't even remember what they look like.
Who, Morcheeba? Morcheeba are very good. They're very trip-hoppy as well. What's the album called with the red cover, the real big one from around 96, 97?
Where it's like a picture of a room, interior of a room.
Yeah, love that album. That's a brilliant album.
I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. But if you want to know more about that album, troll back through about 600 videos and find our greatest albums of the 1990s. We do discuss it there because I listened to it. I took the time, more cheaper. If you're listening, I know what you look like, and I've listened to your albums. Unlike Bill. No, I'll give you another clue. The lead singer of this band is called, now I may get the pronunciation wrong, Roisin Murphy.
Oh, Moloko.
Moloko, yeah. I listened to.
Yeah.
So I listened to their third album, Things to Make and Do, and what I really, really enjoyed it. I had it on in the gym, which was probably the right environment to have it on. Then again, I think it would sound really good out of these speakers as well. But I really, really enjoyed that album. And I think I've got it on CD, and I don't think I've ever listened to it. It's obviously got The Time Is Now, that really big single that came from it. But I've never really listened to albums by Moloko. And it just had a little bit of everything. It wasn't sort of... And I think Roisin Murphy is half bonkers anyway. I've read some interviews with her and stuff, and if you see some of the get-up that she wears on stage and on her album covers, etc., I do quite like it. And I want to know why she isn't spoken about more in sort of... Maybe she isn't, I just haven't read the articles. Why she isn't spoken about more in great female lead singers?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out.
I think we need to, because I really, really enjoyed this album. You know, I like a bit of my trip hop.
Yeah.
You know, my Left Field, my Portishead, Tricky, all that sort of stuff. I do like a bit of trip hop, and this album is full of smooth grooves, and it's got some really good lyrics and stuff on it. And I think you would like it, Philster. I think you would like it. I think it's a very good sort of chill out walk. I think good walking album. If you're out walking, something like that, I think it's a really, really. I just think it's a really good album. Whether it's going to be in my top one, I don't know, because I've not listened to it enough. But I'm surprised it only went to number 3 in the charts, though. So, but another little fact. It was, I think it's one of Echo Records' fastest selling albums of all time. I have never heard of Echo Records, have you?
Vaguely, but I don't know much about them.
Yeah.
So the Moloko...
Their real title is Echo Records.
So what is the title of this Moloko album?
Things to Make and Do.
Right. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah. So I think you need to get that on. I think it's I can never remember the other guy in Moloko's name. I think it's like Rob Brydon. No, Rob Brydon's a comedian, isn't he?
He's Mark Brydon. I've just
read
it.
Mark Brydon. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I think they only released another album after this. I think they split up in about 2004-05. So and I know Roisin has released 4 or 5 solo albums, which I've never listened to, which this album has made me want to go and listen to them, because I like her quirkiness and I like trip hop. And I don't know if they're trip hop albums, but if they are, then I shall like them. Methinks. So, but that's basically Philster. Oh, one more thing. I did listen to a little bit of Mad Season by Matchbox 20. I love that album. Also, I went to see them. No, it wasn't Mad Season. It was the third album I went to see them tour at Madison Square Garden. But even so, I love that album, and that could well be in my top couple, I think. So, but I've done quite well this week, I think.
You've done very well. You should be proud. You should be proud of yourself. I'm just checking out one. I also played the Wilco and Billy Bragg one, which kind of sounded the same as it did the last time I played it, which was a long time ago. but it hasn't really. I didn't. Sometimes you come back to an album after a long time and you think either this isn't as good as I used to think it was, or wow, this is better than I thought it was.
Yeah, well, I had that with the music and All That You Can't Leave Behind. It didn't sort of punch me in the face as much as it. Maybe because I think when you first listen to it, you're kind of like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever heard. But once you know what's coming, I suppose it's like a boxer. The first punch hurts. The second and third one, you're like, yeah, I'm all right.
That Madonna one, you need to have it on some decent headphones because then you get all the ear candy.
Yeah, well, I've got some Marshall headphones somewhere, so I might have to.
Or even just play it on the decent, or play it over some decent speakers. But if you have it on headphones, it does give quite a groovy experience.
Yeah,
It's quite experimental. It was quite groovy.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I remember now I have 2 copies of the music album because I got a hooky copy given to me by somebody at work.
Yeah.
And then I went and bought it. And I got it from the Land of Pounds for a whole £1.
So did you actually did you know the album at the time then?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you did know it at the time.
Yeah, because I've kind of had, unlike you, and between me and you, viewers, Phil, in front of him right now is a wall laden with Madonna pictures, and his ceiling is covered with Taylor Swift images. That's all I'm saying. I've always had a sort of Madonna's always been on my periphery.
Yeah.
I kind of know the singles, but I don't know the albums. My mum had Bedtime Stories on CD, and I really like that album. Ray of Light, I love that album. And then a little bit like, I think I bought the music album mainly because, do you know when you like a certain, so say like me, you like Oasis, you kind of feel that you then should like U2, and you then should like this, and then you should. So I think at the time, I kind of listened to it because I thought I should like Madonna because I liked Ray of Light. And I put it on, and I did like Madonna and that music album. Because I think that title track's really, really good anyway. I think that's a really, really good title track. The music, and it's got a little bit of country in it as well, isn't it? So
there's that Don't Tell Me, he's got a bit of line dancing in it, hasn't
it? Yeah. And I think she wears a cowboy hat on the cover, doesn't she? So it's a but yeah, I've always had that sort of relationship with Madonna where it's like, I should like her because Phil likes her and she's massive. She's always sort of been on the edge. But like I said, Ray of Light is one of my favourite albums of all time. So but she's never been one where I've gone, oh, I must have the next Madonna album. What was the album after that? Was it American
Life was the next one, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
that wasn't a bad album.
No, I do like American Life. That's grown on me a bit. I might have more to say about that when we get to 2003.
Ooh.
I think it's aged well, actually, in some ways. Yeah. But yeah, that's where she went slightly more socio-political. Not a million miles away.
Where it's like the Che Guevara cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. But no, I did enjoy music. And like I said earlier, it hasn't dated. It doesn't sound fuddly-duddly.
That's okay then, because I never know whether they've sounded dated or not. With these any records from the last sort of 30 years, I don't know if they sound dated or not. They all sound modern to me.
Yeah, well, to be fair, dude, you sat behind Jam Master J. Christ at school. You're that old, didn't you?
Yeah.
But no, I think we said it in the last video, dude, as well. A lot of albums from this time do not, because of the production stuff, it doesn't sound. And because a lot of people consume their music now through Spotify, it all just sounds the same anyway. If you get what I mean.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm looking forward to next week. I've got a few albums lined up. I think that I'm obviously going to listen. I'm trying to listen to albums that I've not listened to before, mainly because I know they're not going to be my favourite album of 2000, because my favourite album of 2000 will be one I listened to a lot at the time. But it's given me that opportunity to listen to more to more albums from that time. So I'm actually quite looking forward to it next week. And I am going to finish listening to the Matchbox 20 album again. And I really want to listen to... I'm going to give Kid A another go. Because I think I need to give that another go. And is it D'Angelo, the Voodoo album?
Yeah. No, that's a gap in my R&B soul knowledge. Is D'Angelo, because he only made 3 albums, I believe, but they
Isn't he dead now, D'Angelo?
Yeah, he died not long ago, and I never really spent any time listening to his stuff, but they are apparently all great albums, and they were they're ones that reshaped the R&B and soul sound in that time. So they're spaced apart a little bit. They didn't all come in a few years, did they? I think they were. I can't remember exactly what years they came out now.
Yeah,
but apparently all are worth listening to.
Yeah, well, I'm having a look at the top 10 albums here in the UK. So the albums which were top of the charts per month, and seeing which ones I want to listen to. Do you know what was number 1 album as we entered the new millennia? It was Pieces in a Modern Style by William Orbit.
Okay.
Which I wouldn't mind giving a listen. Simon and Garfunkel, Barry White, Marvin Gaye, Stereophonics, but no, that couldn't have been. That's an older album. Oh, this is just telling me what was it. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Moloko was up there, 22nd. Neil Young, Silver and Gold. I didn't really. That's not from then, is it?
Actually, I think that was 99.
It was, wasn't it? Or was it?
I think that came out in 99.
Oh, I'll tell you one album I will not be listening to is Onka's Big Mocha by Top Loader. I don't think that will be hitting my eardrums. I do own it. I've got a copy of it. I don't know where I got it from.
Whether somebody's
Dancing in the Moonlight.
Is that on there?
That is on there. Yeah. I'm just having a look through. Oh, that's one album I wouldn't mind listening to, which I didn't realise came out then, was the Light Years by Kylie Minogue.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind giving that a listen. So I've got a few to be getting on with Philster.
What hit is on the Kylie album?
Yeah, what's that?
What hit is on the Kylie album? It's a hit or song or two.
It's got to be na 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 na.
Was that 2000?
Spinning Around. Can't Get You Out of My Head was the following album, wasn't it?
Was it?
I'm spinning around. That one.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
I know that one.
Yeah, so I might give that a listen to in the gym. I didn't realise. I thought it came out beginning of the year, but Familiar to Millions by Oasis is in there.
Of course, that was 2000.
Can we have live albums? I was going to listen to it.
Did that come out in the year 2000?
But it says here it went to number 1 towards the end of the year. It was, because the gig was 2000, because I was at it 21st of July, and it came out 13th of November 2000.
Okay, yeah.
Which I've got down here because they finally released it on vinyl, so that might give me a reason to puncture the cellophane and get that one on.
Is that the one where on one of the songs they punched in Liam's vocal from another city because he didn't sing
Japan, wasn't it?
Something like that, because he didn't sing the line properly or something.
Yeah, because I went to the Friday night gig, which was really good.
Yeah.
The Saturday night gig, he always says that he didn't realise they were doing 2 nights, so he got hammered. And I think he was going through his divorce with Patsy Kensit, and I think he was in a bad mood because it was broadcast live on Sky. And he either didn't sing words or he was swearing or making lines up, etc. So a lot of people have said it's their worst ever gig. But I think if you were there, you probably didn't care.
I remember watching it because someone taped it for me off Sky, and I watched it on a VHS tape.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I think I've still got it on VHS. Do you want to know something really sad? Yeah. I have got, it's from when they played Nebworth. I have still got all the VHSs from MTV when MTV was a thing and actually did music. I recorded all of the Oasis weekend. It's on about 6 videotapes. I bet that'll be a little time capsule to go back to and review.
It would be. Have you got the machine to play them?
I do. Up in my loft, I have a VHS player.
Wow.
So, yeah, it'd be interesting to go back and just see what, because they've never been played, I don't think, those videos. I recorded it, and I never watched them. They're just archived.
They're probably maybe they're even worth money.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. So, but yeah, looking forward to next week and a bit more 2000, dude. I'm enjoying this so far.
You're loving the 2000.
Yeah.
What should I play later today? What should I put on?
I think you should do the Moloko album.
Yeah.
And I think you should do the Matchbox 20 album.
Would Moloko be good for moving around to?
Yeah.
So I could do that.
And then I think when later on when you've gone all Hugh Hefner and you're in your smoking jacket, and you got your big filter tip on, and you've got your mints on serve, being served to you on a bed of cold ashes, I think you should put on Mad Season by Matchbox 20.
Okay.
Which you have listened to before, because I remember at the time when I was going on about it, you did listen to it and you quite enjoyed it, but that's 26 years ago, Philster.
Was it really? Or did I listen to it then?
You remember those days? You had long hair, big beard. I was just a youthful type. Oh, Mr. Phil, do you mind listening to this album for me? No, they were the days. So yeah, roll on next week, Philster, when I come back with more 2000s.
In the meantime, viewer, I don't think I've got anything more to add because I haven't played any more 2000 records.
You're letting the side down, Phil. That's all I'm saying.
After just over half an hour, we'll end that one there. But in the meantime, what have we missed so far from the year 2000? You must have some recommendations. You must be outraged at our complete ignoring of your favourite album of the year. Yeah. So let us know what that is in the comments. In the meantime, we love a like. We love a subscribe. It costs nothing except your click.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.